And now DLB case on G sharp. Go ahead, Dave.
How's my signal, Jimmy? Is it ringing all right?
I can hear you fine, Dave. Go ahead.
I'm saying the power on that. Hey, $100, one and done.
Okay, Dave, I will do. I'll put you down as one and done.
Have a nice nap. Good night, DLB.
You have a good evening, Dave, and happy Halloween to you and your family. We'll talk to you later. Case on G sharp and clear.
Peace, that's great. Good night, DLB.
Case on G sharp, all stations. I will be calling the Friday Night Fun Dinner in exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. Repeating, I will be calling the Friday Night Fun Dinner in exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. This is Case on G sharp. We stand by for the net. Trick or treat! Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock, and welcome to this special Halloween edition of the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9 RFD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9G. I'm located in Freeport. I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications when situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 plus offset. You need to have that program in your radio in order to have access to the repeater. All right, now I want everybody to pay attention to this. Tonight, the Friday Night Fun Net is live streamed and recorded on YouTube. You don't need to register for YouTube to listen to this live stream. Anybody in the world can listen. Go to YouTube and then search for Kerry Tatlow live stream. Kerry, K Kilo, E Echo, double R Robert, Y Yankee, Tatlow, Tango, Alpha, Tango, Lima, Oscar, Whiskey dot live stream. Go to search for Kerry Tatlow live stream. You should find tonight's Fun Net live stream listed there with today's date. Click it and listen in. Okay, now, there will be, Kerry there will not be taking any internet check-ins. No, wait. No. You need to call the Friday Night Fun Net hotline, area code 815-232-FN-232-3636. But, okay, sounds good. Also, he will not be using the Fun Net Facebook page. And Kerry is sending a live stream directly to YouTube. The same as Mike and Justin have been doing. So, okay. I should have known better than that. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time molestations. If you can't stay for the net, you have something else going on, watch something on TV or whatever, you're just passing through, you'd rather concentrate on your driving, I'll take your short time mode and check-in. If you have traffic, you do your traffic right away. After that, we'll take a general check-ins from anywhere in the region, and also, they will, let's see, what do we want to do here? We'll do our regular features. We'll do a Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of a radio you want to put up on your tower? What kind of radio you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, GMR, FT8, GMRS. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them. We'll do our best to answer them for you. We'll do the Friday Night Fun Net contest /DX corner. Did you make any DX contacts? I made only 2 last weekend. Then we'll have the swap net. You have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want related to hobbies, or amateur radio, or computer, we'll definitely do that. I do have swap net traffic from a fellow ham radio operator here in Freeport. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Okay, at this time, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short time molestation you'd like to check in? Please call now.
Yeah, Jimmy, this is Whiskey 9, Whiskey Bravo Bravo, Stephen Rockford. Short time, no traffic.
Whiskey 9, Whiskey Bravo Bravo. I've got you checked in short time. Thank you for checking in. Happy Halloween to you and your family. Talk to you later. Any more short-time mobile station want to check in? Please call now.
KD9, QBD, Brian in Roscoe, short time, no traffic.
Brian, if you would, please repeat your call slowly and phonetically, if you would, please.
Kilo Delta 9, Quebec, Victor Bravo.
Kilo Delta 9, Quebec, Victor Bravo. Okay, Brian, I've got you checked in short time Sunday. Happy Halloween. That's what we're going to be talking about on the Friday Night Fun Day tonight, folks. I'm going to ask everybody, have you been out trick-or-treating already tonight? And what are your favorite memories of Halloween? We'll definitely talk about that during the net. Any more short-time mobile stations you want to check in? Please call now.
KC9 GCR. This is Kilo Delta 9, Kilo Whiskey Romeo, down in Beloit, no traffic, short time.
Don, you might want to repeat that call if you would, please. I don't want to write it wrong. Say again.
My call here is Kilo Delta 9, Kilo Whiskey Romeo, down in Beloit, no traffic.
Okay, K9KWR. Okay, Don, I should have known that, but I didn't want to screw up here. Thanks for checking in short time. Happy Halloween to you and your family. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time mobile stations of Friday Night Fun Day, please call now.
Good evening, Jim and the Net. This is Alpha Hotel 2 India Portable checking in. Happy Halloween.
AH2I, Brad and Rockford. Brad is the brains behind the Friday Night Fun Day. Oh, I got you checked in, Brad. Celebrate and happy Halloween to you and your family. I'll be reading some of your Halloween radio nut jokes later on during the net. So, okay, thank you for checking in. Any more short-time mobile stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, I failed to mention Kenny on MBD Mike and Rochelle called me on the phone. Also, Dave here in Freeport, N9DLB, about a mile west of me, lives north of beautiful downtown Freeport. Checked in short time, early bird checking. So, okay, let's go with the general check-ins. Any general check-ins for Friday Night Fun Day? Please phone out.
KD9 YBG, Dale.
KD9 YBG, Dale and Robert. Okay, Dale, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins for Friday Night Fun Day? Please phone out.
KC9 GCR. This is Tango, Romeo, India, Charlie, Kilo, Oscar, Romeo, Tango, Romeo, Echo, Alpha, Tango. You can figure that out, Jim.
Norm, I had a phone call. Somebody checked it on the phone. Do you want to repeat that call one more time, please?
Yeah, here it is, Jim. Tango, Romeo, India, Charlie, Kilo, Oscar, Romeo, Tango, Romeo, Echo, Alpha, Tango.
Okay, just, hold on. Norm, I'm sorry. I hate to do this, but do this one more time. Start with the Tango and go ahead.
Oh, Romeo, India, Charlie, Kilo, Oscar, Romeo, Tango, Romeo, Echo, Alpha, Tango.
All right, Norm, I got that. Trick or treat. Okay, Norm. I got you checked in. Thank you, Norm. I'll get back to you few minutes for the round table. Thanks for checking in, Norm.
Jim, you can come visit me in jail when the FCC arrests me for using a false call sign.
Oh, it's only once a year, Norm. What the hell? Hey, what the... yeah, that's for sure. Okay, Norm. K9RGG, I got you checked in, Norm. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Thanks. It is, folks, after all, this is Halloween, so we're kind of being lenient here. Okay. Any more general check-ins for Friday Night Fun, then please call now. Oh yeah, that I had a check-in while Norm was checking. Case 9 DGF, John and Elgin checked on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline, so he's checked in. Do we have any more general check-ins for Friday Night Fun Net? Please call Case 9 GCR.
Well, Jimmy, I usually like to let the big guns check in first, but it's pretty quiet. KE9, CNS, Doug and Rockford, checking in.
KC9 SQR, Kilo Charlie 9, Sierra Quebec Romeo, Will and Rockford, mobile, in and out.
Okay, I got two stations checked in. Well, the new and the old. Okay, KE9CNS, Doug and Rockford, one of the new kids on the block. I got you checked in. Doug will get back to you in a few minutes. And one of the long-time operators in Rockford here, KC9SQR, Will, there's a blast from the past, as you used to see on the rock and roll station many years ago. I got you both you checked in. I'll get back to you guys in a few minutes. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins for Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Well, okay, let's go with, let's see, how many, 1, 2, 3, 4 short time stations. K9YBG, good evening, Dale and Rockford. How is your Halloween night going? K9, KD9YBG, Dale, are you still with us?
I'm still here.
I was asking, how is your Halloween night going so far?
It's going real good. There's nobody here. No one ever comes to the house here. And I've been here 20 years, and we haven't had one person come up to the house. They don't like stopping out in the country. You know, it's not worth it to them. 89YBG, back in that.
Oh, that's a shame. We lived in a small town of Rydot. I'll tell you what, every year we had 100 people show up for Halloween. And they were not just from the town of Rydot either. They were in the small towns. We even had a large trailer court to the west of Rydot that used to stop by. And we had over 100 check-ins for Halloween every year. Okay, Dale, what are your favorite memories of Halloween growing up? Do you have any special memories?
Well, probably when I was like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years old. We used to walk around all the neighborhoods, and in those days, it'd be like in the middle 60s. They didn't seem like they had any time set, so when it started getting dark, you went out, and I know we didn't come back for about 3 hours or so.
That's the way it should be. Starting here in Freeport, like it's from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. That is a bunch of you know what, as far as I'm concerned. That's you know, this is not a school night anyway. They should let them stay out at least till 9 o'clock anyway. So that was the way it was. We never got home, but it was around 9 o'clock at night. And after that, we turned our porch light off, and that was about it. Okay, Dale, thanks for checking in. I'll get back to you a few minutes for a second go-around here. Okay. All right. Tango, Romeo, India, Charlie, Kilo, Oscar, Romeo, Tango, Romeo, Echo, Alpha, Tango, K9RGT, Norman, Orfordville. What's going on with you? How's your Halloween night going?
Yeah, Jim, it's going pretty good. Yeah, that's a trick or treat, so what's my treat? Or else I'll play a trick.
How about 3 candy bars each? 3 Musketeers, Milky Way, or Baby Ruth?
Those are all my favorites, Jim. I'll take them all.
Okay, Norm. Thanks for checking. We'll get back to you a few minutes for a second go around there. KE9CNS. Good evening, Doug. How is your Halloween night going so far?
Well, thank you, Jimmy. The Halloween night is going good. Pretty quiet here. Trunk or treat that has been around the neighborhoods the past week or two, and churches, it's pretty light in my neighborhood, which I think the trunk or treat, well, the churches involved, all the activities, different organizations, I think that's very, very good for the kids in today's society. They go out during the day, have a great time, and if they do go out tonight, they also have a good time also. I reset. I guess my greatest memory, well, I have quite a few, but Halloween when I was a kid, in my, I guess you could call it my hoodlum days, my one friend's dad drove us around to different neighborhoods, and we, trick-or-treated and everything, and well, we went to a McDonald's and went into the bathroom and just soaped the mirror so heavy you couldn't even see out of it. It was just terrible. You couldn't even see. So when we got done with our dirty work, we went out and we told the manager, I go, hey, you might want to go look at that mirror. Somebody just soaped it. You can't even see out of it. And then we left. KE9, CNS, minor felon.
Okay, Doug, I tell you. Hey, on the CBS the Evening News tonight, they had a story about a small town, police force in a small town in Alabama. Some of I don't know if it was last year or what, but some of the pranksters there, they TP'd the small town's police station. So the police department they sort of got even. They found out who the people were who did that, so they went around, they TP'd their property too. But it was all in fun. Even they got some assistance from some of the other police agencies around Alabama. You might want to watch tonight's CBS Evening News. I don't know what you can live stream it somewhere. I don't know where you can find it, but you can watch that story.
Well, thank you, Jimmy. I may have to look that up. It's always good for a laugh.
You bet. Okay. Thanks for checking. I'll get back to you second go around. K9SQR, Will, what's going on with you? Hadn't talked to you in a while. How's your Halloween night going? K9S, you are well. Are you still with us? Okay, you must have been short time. Oh, that concludes my list. Do we have any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
KD9 MAP, can I have a signal report, please?
Your signal is absolutely beautiful, Kerry.
Thank you, Jimmy. On to the next check-in.
Okay, Kerry, will do. Thanks. Any more stations who would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, well, back to the top of the list here, KD9YBG Dale. Anything else you'd like to bring before the net?
Well, I guess tomorrow you get to turn your clocks back. I already turned mine back today because I don't feel like doing it tomorrow. And tomorrow's supposed to be, I guess maybe not tomorrow, I guess you're supposed to do it Sunday. And might get a little rain tomorrow. That's about it. KD9YBG.
Yes, people, don't forget to change your clocks back 1 hour tomorrow. Daylight saving time, my average report comes to an end. We go back to regular time, old time, standard time. I think President Trump was talking about doing away with daylight saving time. We can go back to having standard time year-round. I hope he does that. That'd be good. Okay, Dale. Hey, thanks for checking that. Norm, K9RGG, I forgot to ask you what your favorite memories of Halloween were and what else is happening with you.
Yeah, Jim. I had a neighbor and my dad who were kind of pranksters, and so they went trick-or-treating on Halloween, and they grabbed an empty beer bottle and they go door to door and say trick-or-treat and hold out the empty beer bottle. And I think they did pretty good because they were feeling no pain when they got back home. So, yeah, they were a couple clowns.
I can believe that, Norm. I can believe that. All right, sounds good there. Hey, I know it's Halloween, but I know you like to go to bed early. So I like to hit the hay, so I'll say celeries, and you have a good evening. And thanks for that trick-or-treat. I really enjoyed it very much. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. We'll talk to you next Friday night.
Yeah, Jim, it's pretty cold down here in the shack tonight. I can tell winter is coming. They're talking about snow flurries in the morning here in Orfordville. So, yeah, I'm anxious to get into bed and pull that big down comforter up over me and get warm again.
Yeah, get yourself a space heater or something to have down in your ham shack.
Yeah, I got one, Jim. It's sitting right behind me, but I haven't turned it on yet. It uses electricity, and that costs a lot of money nowadays. So I'll just suffer.
Okay, Norm. Hey, thank you for the checking the Friday Night Fun Net of the fun stuff you did there. You have a happy Halloween. Same goes to your family. We'll definitely talk to you next Friday night. Okay. KE9CNS. Doug, anything else you'd like to bring before the net?
No, I think I'm good. Everything went well today. Quiet night, listening to the net, and I may be able to get on the HF rig and maybe get another state or two or country. You don't know what's going to happen there. And just quiet evening. KE9CNS, back to net control.
Okay, so sounds good. Well, good luck. I know Mark at KD9 COB did a lot of POTA hunting there again today, so I'm sure if he checks in, he'll tell us all about there, so. Oh, okay. Thanks for checking in there, Doug. KD9MAP, I forgot to ask you, what are your favorite memories of Halloween growing up in Chicago?
This is KD9MAP. Thanks, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. As Jimmy announced at the beginning of tonight's net, I'm handling the live streaming now, and you don't have to be registered for Facebook or anything. Just go to YouTube and just type in Kerry Tatlow live stream. That's KERRY TATLOW live stream, and that'll take you right to it. If anybody tries that, I'd appreciate getting back with Jimmy with any reports of problems or if it's working for you or whatever. It should be easy to find. Brief reset. This was made possible with the assistance of Mike, KD9MED, really smart guy, put me on the right track immediately, saved me a lot of time. So thank you, Mike. And what I'm doing is not meant to replace what Mike and Justin do. If they want to keep live streaming, that's great. You know, I'm just doing it because I can do it now, and because I have no life, essentially, I can do it every week. So that's why it's here. Brief reset. I've been really busy this week. I've been spending a lot of money on antenna stuff again, both VHF and HF. I just got another big old high voltage air variable butterfly capacitor for my loop antenna experiment. This is probably the biggest one yet. And I ordered some vacuum capacitors today too, so when I get time to get back into the loop, I'm going to have a lot of fun. Brief reset. My memories of Halloween aren't good. I'm going to rain on your parade, Jimmy. I think Halloween is a stupid holiday, and I think this country has too many holidays to begin with, and the first one to get rid of is Halloween. And is there anything else I can help you with? KD9MAP.
Well, I don't think so, Kerry. Hey, thank you very much for what you are doing. We sure appreciate this very much. So, okay, I will, hey, are you going to be able to do a DX report tonight?
This is KD9MAP. I didn't do any HF this week, so I don't have anything to report there. If you want me to talk about my new VHF antenna, I could do that. We tested it out last night on the WeatherNet, and it works great. And I have a special project intended for that I will get to very soon. What else? Anything? Oh, today I looked at the lightning map, the live lightning map around 3 p.m. Brief reset. And at that time, there was no lightning anywhere in the continental United States. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And maybe it's just because it's the end of October or something, but I thought that was something remarkable to mention. So you probably won't hear from me on the DX report, but rest assured I'm with you for the rest of the night, Jimmy. KD9MAP.
Okay, sounds good, Kerry. Okay, well, thank you very much. We'll look for, we'll see what happens next week then. Thank you very much, Kerry. Do we have any more stations who just joined us who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Well, I think people are still out trick-or-treating. This is probably the reason for the slow turnout. Probably if the several hand moppers have children, they're probably out on the road going trick-or-treating. So we'll just see what happens there. So, okay, let's go ahead with the with our normal features here. Just a minute. Let's go with the Friday Night Fun Net at Tech Corner. Oh, just a minute. Just a minute. Hold on. Disregard that. We'll do that later. I've got some traffic to pass on. One moment, please. Oh, we don't want to forget about the weekly Friday morning ham breakfast. That they meet every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. They order breakfast at 8 a.m. It's an informal gathering of ham folks. No affiliations necessary. Good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's held at the Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Los Park, Illinois, 61111. I know Mark, KD9COB, he usually goes to those breakfasts every Friday morning. He's just anxious if he went today. I wonder if they had a good turnout, like they usually do. The Greater Boyd Abs Radio Club, or G-Bark, meets Monday on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. They meet at Denny's Restaurant or the Flying J Truck Stop, Illinois 75 and I-90 39. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of ham talk. So there you have it. Weekly Friday morning ham breakfast at the Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Los Park, Illinois, on Fridays, and on the second Saturday of each month. That'll be coming up next Saturday, a week from tomorrow. Greater Boyd Abs Radio Club has their monthly breakfast at Denny's Restaurant or the Flying J Truck Stop. All right. Okay, we have any more stations? I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Okay, so sorry about that, folks. I'm just trying to put things away here. So, okay, at this time, we will do the Friday Night Fun Net contest at DX Corner. Okay, get my logbook out here. Last weekend, of course, was the CQ DX CC contest or whatever it was there. I made only 2 contacts, and I'll tell you what, I never heard those 20 and 40, 20 meter band. Oh, I'll tell you what, it just seems like every frequency on that band was being used. You go to, you get slop over and bleed over from other frequencies. Let me reset. You don't know which one to choose. You want to get on the exact frequency, but it doesn't happen way. But so okay, I'll tell you what. Last Saturday, I made a contact with a station in 14.227 megahertz. At 22:13 hours. X-ray Lima 3 Tango. He's in 594 Ontario, Canada. Yeah, well, you could, instead of saying like 59 India Lima, you say 594. And the second contact was on Sunday on 14.265 megahertz at 2010 hours with Victor Echo 4 Sierra Golf in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, the capital of Manitoba. Charles gave me 594. They were giving me the same thing too. That's my that's my DX report for this week. Any other station have any DX reports that they like to mention at this time? Okay, I guess that's about it there. Let's see. Any more stations would like to check in, please call now. Now was there somebody trying to get in? If so, all I got was a mic clip but no audio. Okay, let's go ahead with the swap net. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to objects of amateur radio or computers. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. Any mentioned price over there, but they actually should take place either in person or on the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. I do have some SwapNet traffic, but before I do, anybody else have SwapNet traffic at this time? Okay, this afternoon I got a phone call from Tony, N9A, November 9, just a minute, N9ARB. He's our former EC here in Stevenson County. He is, what happened was, he is getting rid of, what happened was, he let his license expire, so he can't get back on the air until he gets his license expired, gets it renewed. He doesn't know if he's going to renew it or not. But this is, okay. Tony, N9ARB, November 9, Alpha Romeo Bravo, license now expired. Tony has an ICOM IC 9100 radio for sale. It once belonged to the late Carl Larson, W9UIG, now Silent Key, or SK. Tony also has a beam antenna and various UHF, VHF, and HF antennas for sale. If anyone is interested in these items, please call Tony at area code 815-990-4215. Area code 815-990-4215. Let me reset. Once again, Tony, N9ARB, our former EC here in Stevenson County, has an ICOM IC 9100 for sale. It once belonged to Carl Larson, W9UIG, now Silent Key. He also has a beam antenna and various UHF, VHF, and HF antennas for sale. If anyone is interested in these items, please call area code 815-990-4215. Area code 815-990-4215. Anybody have any questions regarding these items, these pieces of equipment for sale? Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Day? You're just coming home from trick-or-treating? You just got a lot of candies and stuff there? You're coming home from your Friday Night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show? If you just turned the radio on, you've been copying the mail for the last 40 minutes. This is your chance of checking the Friday Night Fun Day from everywhere in the region. With traffic, please call K9 GTR. K9 GTR, the Friday Night Fun Day, K9 RP, Repeating Rockford. Do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Well, I'll tell you what, since we have a kind of a lull in the action here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and read all these Halloween radio nut jokes from various ham radio operators in the area I've collected over the years. This first one is from Brad, AHQI, but at the time he did this, he was WW2D. You know you're a radio nut when you don't answer the door for trick-or-treaters because you're in the middle of a GX cluster window. Here's another one from Brad. You know you're a radio nut when a black cat sits on your foot warmer or linear amplifier and you grab the witch's broomstick instead of the microphone. Here's another one. Brad and I went together for this radio nut joke many years ago. You know you are a radio nut when, instead of taking your kids trick-or-treating door to door, you take them into your ham shack and go trick-or-treating, nets to nets and frequency to frequency. Here's another one from Brad. You know you're a radio nut when, instead of counting the amount of candy you collected on Halloween night, you count out the amount of check-ins on the net. Here's from Rod. Here's one from Rod, NA9N, New Glarus. You know you're a radio nut when you dress up your 5-year-old as Marconi to go trick-or-treating. Here's another one from Brad. You know you're a radio nut when you make a rare DX contact in Transylvania with Ghost, Golf, Hotel, Oscar, Sierra, Tango, and his haunted evil lair with his pet mummy. Here's another one from Brad. You know you're a radio nut when you ride the waves through the troposphere while floating on your magic rug and your nitro broomstick, wearing your witch's hat while eating candy corn and caramel apples, and all the while you are making repeater contacts up to 500 miles away. Hey, before I continue with these radio nut jokes, do we have any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, everybody's out trick-or-treating then, so okay. You know, this is from Steve W9 and WFM. I haven't heard from him in a coon days. You know you're a radio nut when every Halloween you dress up as Gordon West. Here's one from Dave at the AK9W. You know you're a radio nut when you go out trick-or-treating on Halloween and you take your HD with you. And this is from Mike H9JZ. You know you're a radio nut when the ETs use your radio as a homing device. Here's another one from Brad, AHQI, because he was WW2D at the time. You know you're a radio nut when? Skip that one. I read that one. Skip that. Hold on. Okay. Just a minute. Oh, hold on. I think I screwed up here. One moment, please. Okay, here we go. All right. This is a couple more from Steve W9WFM. You know you're a radio nut when you envision a young witch riding your Yagi. Here's another one. You know you're a radio nut when every Halloween, instead of passing out candies, you pass out your old edition of QST magazine. This is another one from Steve W9WFM. You know you're a radio nut when, for your Halloween display, you build a graveyard in your front yard, and the tombstones read R.I.P., or rest in peace, and there are 2 radios, the code regulations, and FCC enforcement. Steve W9WFM. This is from Chris, K9OEG in South Point. He hasn't checked in a while. You know you're a radio nut when you invite all your children, your grandchildren, and the neighborhood children to your haunted hand shack. Hey, before we continue, do we have any more stations that like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, here's another one. Courtesy of Brad and I. You know you're a radio nut when, instead of counting the amount of candy you collected on Halloween night, you count the amount of check-ins on the special Halloween edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, this is from Kurt, KE9N. You know you're a radio nut when you hand out the license study manuals for trick or treat. Here's another one from Chris, K9OEG. You know you're a radio nut when on Halloween, instead of handing out candy, you hand out crystals and vacuum tubes. and PL 259. Okay, we'll find some more Halloween radio nut jokes here, but before we do that, are there any more stations who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, here's some more Halloween radio nut jokes. This one is from Rick, K9QDP. You know you're a radio nut when you attach a long wire to your kid's costume and you tell them to go out and have fun. Here's another one from Rick, K9QDP. You know you're a radio nut when you replace the conventional CQ call sign with Boo, B-O-O. Bravo, Oscar, Oscar. Here's another one from the late Art Lund, N9NQB. He was a great guy, too. You know you're a radio nut when, instead of passing out candy on Halloween, you pass out the PL 259. Okay. At this time, do we have any more stations who'd like to check into the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
KC9 GCR, K9JAA, check in.
Okay, oh boy, let me find my list here. Okay. K9JAA, this is K9GCR. Good evening. Jeff, how is your Halloween night going?
Pretty good, pretty good. Kids got a bunch of candy, the grandkids, and just came home and passed out some candy and just relaxing, and they hurried up and turned the net on.
Okay, sounds good. It's a slow turnout tonight. I think everybody's still out to trick or treating or taking their kids to trick or treating. So far, you're checking number 14.
All right, sounds good. Glad I didn't miss you this week.
Okay, now, what is your favorite memories of Halloween growing up?
Probably all the times that me and my cousins got together and we all went trick-or-treating together.
Repeat that again. Repeat it slowly if you would, please.
I remember the times going with my cousins. Probably did it for about 5 years straight with being with them and all the fun that we had going through the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great. Okay. Hey Jeff, thank you for checking the front. Stand by hotline. This is Jeff K9JAA. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun there. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. That was Joe, KC9RUH. He's calling from Madison, Wisconsin. His wife had to have surgery or some dialysis. They found a lump somebody in her arm or anything. Please keep Joe and his wife in your thoughts and prayers, and please let her make a full, complete recovery. She just underwent surgery in Madison, Wisconsin. Okay, are there any more stations that would like to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now. Did you hear that telephone ring, folks? That's a real telephone ring. Not that phony baloney cell phone ring or smartphone ring or what have you. Any more stations want to check in? Please call now. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's right now. Let's we did our special feature. So let's go ahead and do the Friday Night Fun, that trivia. The government is still shut down. I don't know when they'll be opening up again. Excuse me, but hopefully it'll be very soon so we can still, those potential and excuse me, sorry about that, folks. Hopefully the government will reopen soon so these prospective new ham radio operators will get their licenses soon. One moment, please. Our next VE testing session will take place on Saturday. Let's see, December 6th, at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. Hopefully the government will be open soon. Okay, without any further ado, let's go ahead with the trivia segment. Let's see, and I try my best not to read the same questions over again, but sometimes it doesn't always work that way. Okay, first question. Who does the FCC presume to be the control operator of an amateur station unless documentation to the contrary is in the station records? A, the station custodian. B, the third-party participant. C, the person operating the station equipment. D, the station licensee. Who does the FCC presume to be the control operator of an amateur station unless documentation to the contrary is in the station records? A, the station custodian. B, the third-party participant. C, the person operating the station equipment. D, the station licensee. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay. Who does the FCC presume to be the control operator of an amateur station unless documentation to the contrary is in the station records? The correct answer is D, Delta, the station licensee. All right. What term describes an amateur station that is transmitting and receiving on the same frequency? A, full duplex. B, duplex or diplex. C, simplex. D, multiplex. What term describes an amateur station that is transmitting and receiving on the same frequency? A, full duplex. B, diplex. C, simplex. D, multiplex. Anybody correct answer to this question? Okay. What term describes an amateur station that is transmitting and receiving on the same frequency? Correct answer is C, Charlie, simplex. Let's try one more time for any checking. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. This is K9G Star, the Friday Night Fun Net, at K9RP, repeating Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. We have any more stations you'd like to check in, please call now. Okay, here we go. What happens when antennas at opposite ends of a VHF or UHF line of sight radio link are not using the same polarization? A. The modulation sidebands might become inverted. B. Received signal strength is reduced. C. Signals have an echo effect. D. Nothing significant will happen. What happens when antennas at opposite ends of a VHF or UHF line of sight radio link are not using the same polarization? A. The modulation sidebands might become inverted. B. Received signal strength is reduced. C. Signals have an echo effect. D. Nothing significant will happen. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, what happens when antennas at opposite ends of a VHF or UHF line of sight radio link are not using the same polarization? Correct answer is B. Bravo. Received signal strength is reduced. Do we have any more stations? Would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, which decibel value most closely represents a power decrease from 12 volts to 12 watts to 3 watts? A. Minus 1 dB. B. Minus 3 dB. C. Minus 6 dB. D. Minus 9 dB. Which decibel value most closely represents a power decrease from 12 watts to 3 watts? A. Minus 1 dB. B. Minus 3 dB. C. Minus 6 dB. D. Minus 9 dB. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
E, C.
Let's try that one more time, please. Come back. All right. Which decibel value most closely represents a power decrease from 12 watts to 3 watts? The correct answer is C, Charlie, minus 6 dB. Okay. What does the abbreviation RF mean? A. Radio frequency signals of all types. B. The resonant frequency of a tuned circuit. C. The real frequency transmitted as opposed to the apparent frequency. D. Reflective force in the antenna transmission line. What does the abbreviation RF mean? Excuse me. A. Radio frequency signals of all types. B. The resonant frequency of a tuned circuit. C. The real frequency transmitted as opposed to the apparent frequency. D. Reflective force in antenna transmission line. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, what does the abbreviation RF mean? The correct answer is A alpha, radio frequency signals of all types. Do we have any stations who just joined us who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. more familiar with this system, but I'm going to read this question anyway. What is an ARQ transmission system? A special transmission format limited to video signals. B, a system used to encrypt command signals to an amateur radio satellite. C, an error correction method in which the receiving station detects errors and sends a request for retransmission. D, a method of compressing data using autonomous reiterative Q code prior to final encoding. Oh boy, sounds Greek to me. What is an ARQ transmission system? A special transmission format linked to video signals. B, a system used to encrypt command signals to an amateur radio satellite. C, an error correction method in which the receiving station detects errors and sends a request for retransmission. D, a method of compressing data using autonomous reiterative Q codes prior to final encoding. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, what is an ARQ transmission system? The correct answer is C, Charlie. An error correction method in which the receiving station detects errors and sends a request for retransmission. Do we have any more stations? I'd like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time. Okay, at this time I want to read some questions from the general Q&A book. Okay. Which of the following criteria must be met for a non-U.S. citizen to be an accredited volunteer examiner? A, the person must be a resident of the U.S. for a minimum of 5 years. B, the person must hold an FCC granted amateur radio license of general class or above. C, the person's home citizenship must be in ITU Region 2. D, none of these choices is correct. A non-U.S. citizen cannot be a volunteer examiner. Which of the following criteria must be met for a non-U.S. citizen to be an accredited volunteer examiner? A, the person must be a resident of the U.S. for a minimum of 5 years. B, the person must hold an FCC granted amateur radio license of general class or above. C, the person's home citizenship must be in ITU Region 2. D, none of these choices is correct. A non-U.S. citizen cannot be a volunteer examiner. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, which of the following criteria must be met for a non-U.S. citizen to be an accredited volunteer examiner? The correct answer is B, Bravo. The person must hold an FCC granted amateur radio license of general class or above. Okay, What is another name for a WinLink remote message server? A. Terminal node controller. B. Gateway. C. RJ45. D. Printer / server. What is another name for a WinLink remote message server? A. Terminal node controller. B. Gateway. C. RJ45. D. Printer server. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay. What is another name for a WinLink remote message server? The correct answer is B. Bravo Gateway. Do we have any more stations who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Okay. How does a capacitor react to AC? A. As the frequency of the applied AC increases, the reactance. I think I read this question. Skip that question. Skip that question. Okay. How is a product detector used? A. Used in test gear to detect spurious mixing products. B. Used in a transmitter to perform frequency multiplication. C. Used in an FM receiver to filter out unwanted sidebands. D. Used in a single sideband receiver to extract the modulated signal. How is a product detector used? A. Used in test gear to detect spurious mixing products. B. Used in a transmitter to perform frequency multiplication. C. Used in an FM receiver to filter out unwanted sidebands. D. Used in a single sideband receiver to extract the modulated signal. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, how is a product detector used? The correct answer is D delta. Used in a single sideband receiver to extract the modulated signal. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? Okay. In what units is RF feed line loss usually expressed? A. Ohms per 1,000 feet. B. Decibels per 1,000 feet. C. Ohms per 100 feet. D. Decibels per 100 feet. In what units is RF feed line loss usually expressed? A. Ohms per 1,000 feet. B. Decibels per 1,000 feet. C. Ohms per 100 feet. D. Decibels per 100 feet. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay. In what units is RFP line loss usually expressed? The correct answer is D delta, decibels per 100 feet. Okay. I think this is going to be the last question of the evening. What are the toughest questions in the Tech General or Extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. You new hams, when you do eventually get your licenses, and that'll happen soon, someday you'll be part of a tower climbing expedition. You're going to be climbing the tower itself, you're going to be part of the ground crew. This next question, which I'm about to read, if you get it correct, at the nearest VE testing session nearest you, this might be the one that puts you over top as far as getting your license goes. Okay. What should be done before climbing a tower that supports electrically powered devices? A. Notify the electric company that a person will be working on the tower. B. Make sure all circuits that supply power to the tower are locked out and tagged. C. Unground the base of the tower. D. All of these choices are correct. What should be done before climbing a tower that supports electrically powered devices? A. Notify the electric company that a person will be working on the tower. B. Make sure all circuits that supply power to the tower are locked out and tagged. C. Unground the base of the tower. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody correct answer to this question? You tower climbers should know the correct answer to this question by heart. Okay. What should be done before climbing a tower that supports electrically powered devices? Correct answer is B, Bravo. Make sure all circuits that supply power to the tower are locked out and tagged. That concludes Friday Night Fun Net Trivia for this week. We'll do it again next week. At this time, are there any more stations that would like to check in? Please call now. This is K-Son G-Star to Friday Night Fun Net, K9RP repeated in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. Do we have any more stations that would like to check in? Please call now. Okay, in this case I'm in the GCR. I have very fond memories of Halloween. We used to go out trick-or-treating as a kid there with my sisters. I remember one year, my sister and one of her girlfriends went around, we went throughout the town to ride out and soap windows. I didn't do that, they did. And what I'm about to tell you is a true story. One year, I dressed up, I'm not kidding you folks, I dressed up as a girl. I had lipstick, rouge, and I had a dress or something like that on, women's clothing on. And that's how I went around to the trick-or-treating. That is no lie, I actually did that. The very last year I went trick-or-treating was in 1963. I was 15 years old at the time. My mother told me, Jim, this is your last year you're going out trick-or-treating. You're not going out anymore. You're getting too big and you're getting too old for this. I said, okay, Ma. That was it. No questions asked. Went out and got all my candies and stuff, and that was the end of it. No more trick-or-treat. But I had no regrets at all whatsoever. And of course, I told you earlier, we had over 100 people show up at our house every year for Halloween. They were not just from Rydon either. They were from all of the surrounding farms. We even had a trailer court there just a few miles about west of Rydon there, River Road Trailer Court. A lot of people used to come by. Well, that was a Rydon zip code 61067. So that was about it there. Everybody from miles around came. Okay, at this time, is there any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call case on GCR.
Good evening, Jimmy Duyan on HF, and I want pictures.
I9HF, good evening, Chad. Repeat that?
I said, I want pictures of that costume there, Jimmy.
Well, tell you what. That was many years ago. You ain't gonna have, I don't regret, sorry to say, you do not have a picture of it at all.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think, speaking of that, my sister, I was like, what, 4 or 5, I don't remember. But she always used to dress me up in these dresses and women's clothes. Geez. Told us she's lucky she didn't turn me into being homosexual. Obviously I'm not. But I think there's pictures of that someplace that probably just as soon burn.
No, Chad, I'm not kidding you, man. I don't ever, my mother never took a picture of that at all.
No, I believe you. I'm just kidding you. But if it would have been my mom, she would have took pictures of everything. So I'm glad. Because I gotta find those pictures. Maybe we'll start a bonfire in my backyard. Put those pictures that I got in there.
Okay, sounds good. Chad, what are your favorite memories of Halloween other than what you just said?
Well, that wasn't the Halloween thing that I was talking about. That was just, just general stuff. Tea parties, things like that. Anyway, looking back, that was kind of weird, but it's a good memory for the rest of my life, so, yeah, what the heck. But, we always carved pumpkins. We got pictures of that someplace. We had a whole garden. It was probably half an acre garden on the farm. It was huge. We had pumpkins that we carved, at least one pumpkin, and stuff like that. And my sister and I think we went trick-or-treating once. So not really a whole lot of Halloween memories as a kid, other than the little Halloween decorations in the kitchen and the pumpkin carving stuff. My mom roasted pumpkin seeds. I tell you what, that's good. Roasted pumpkin seeds, man, you can't beat that. So that's about it, really. I know one year, it was in the fall, it wasn't necessarily for Halloween, but we had a box of old clothes, like jeans, old, barn boots, flannel shirts, hats, whatever. So my sister and I, we had baked a huge pile of leaves, so we made, stuffed the pants full of leaves and shirts and everything. So we dressed up these clothes full of leaves. We made sure we had gloves and a hat, and we drew her face on these burlap bags, like a white feed sack. We had 2 of these guys we built and we set them on our front porch swing. You know, we made it look like, from a close up you could tell they were made up, but you know, with their outfits and the shirts and pants and shoes, boots, everything, they looked like people just sitting on the swing. That was really, really neat. And people driving, like school kids on the bus, saw that and they go, "Who are those guys sitting on your porch every morning?" We told them they were uncles.
That was great. That was good there, Chad.
Yeah, we got pictures of that too someplace. There were a lot of people, you know, on the farm. People said, "Oh, there's nothing to do." Man, there's plenty of stuff to do on the farm if you got imagination. It's actually more fun than living in the city because you can do all kinds of stuff. The stuff you got around for free. So that was pretty cool.
Okay, son, that sounds good. Hey, thanks you very much for sharing your memories of Halloween with us, Chad. We sure appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for bringing that up. It's good to kind of feel, you know, remember that and go back and remember stuff that was kind of cool like that. So, nice, very good. And just want to mention the Rockdale County Roundtable net Thursday night, 8 p.m. on 440.950 machine in Janesville. If you can't get that, you can do Echolink 622-925 or even All-Star 66090. This last week, yesterday, we talked about paranormal activity, hauntings. Has anyone ever experienced anything like that? Any ghost stories, any haunting experiences? Or do you know anyone who has had that? So it was a good turnout last night. We had 10 check-ins. It's a fun net. I think next week we're going to talk about, I guess, movies just in general. You know, what movies have you seen? What do you want to see? What do you remember as being the best one? That kind of thing. So Thursday night, 8 o'clock, and we play Newsline for those of you who don't hear that on the Freeport repeater. So come and join us. Let's see if we can get 15 this coming week. So anyway, back to you, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good. I'm not a movie person at all. Well, I like the old World War II movies with the John Wayne and some of the movies that were put out during the war, and we had to have some of the old religious movies like the Ten Commandments, Sodom and Gomorrah, David and Bathsheba, and let's see, oh boy, some of the other Barabbas. Yeah, I like some of those movies. Anything beyond that, I don't think so. Not interested.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies I probably haven't seen either. A couple of them. I have to think about which one I really like. I guess I like some Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, Rocky maybe a little bit, not too much. Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone, the truck driver, Lincoln Hawk, and he picks up his son from his military academy. He wants to spend time with his kid to take him to see his mother who's dying. His grandmother, I guess it is. No, wait. I'm trying to think. It's his mother, I think. So anyway, he, going across the country in this truck there, and it's a good show. His grandfather's this rich old tycoon who just has his opinions of this guy and thinks he's a bum and no good. It turns out to be a good movie. If anyone hasn't seen that, Over the Top it's called. So that's one of my favorite movies. Go ahead.
This case on G-Star, the Friday Night Fun at the K9 RFD Repair in Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun to Central and Freeport. I wanted to tell you, Kerry, K9 MAP is live streaming the net. Is recorded on YouTube. I said you don't need to register for YouTube to listen to this live stream. Anybody in the world can listen. He said. He also said he paid me a visit this week. He gave me the part of the preamble. He said go to YouTube and then search for Kerry Tatlow live stream. He said you should find tonight's Fun Net live stream listed there with today's date. Click it and listen in. That's just for your information there, Chad.
All right, very good. I'm glad that's being recorded again. And I'd like to, and I don't know how I'm going to do this. I have to put up another antenna someplace. I'm going to try and get my remote base radio back in operation for my 440 machine. So maybe I can get that back up so people can check it over the internet and check into this net. That'd be kind of fun. Have to see what we can do. See if there's a spot on my tower I can put up a little antenna, at least something getting into Rockford here. So I'll let you know how that goes. The tower guy is coming next week to use other things here for me. Going to get the 4-inch repeater online next weekend. Not tomorrow or Sunday, but next week. So maybe we'll see if we can put up a antenna. Have to see how that goes. But thanks for letting me know that, Jimmy. I'm going to let you go. Get back to the net here. There's probably others who want to check in, so I won't tie up everything. 7-3, WI9HF.
Okay, Chad. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening and enjoy your weekend. We'll definitely talk to you down the log. Depending on what time this net gets done, I'm going to see if I can pick up the night watch. I guess there was no net last night.
Well, there might not be one tonight either. It's their soiree going on, as they call it. Maybe Mark will run it. So, yeah, hopefully you can get your antenna back to vertical again. That would probably help. Last night you were good, and then when you came back for the 73 round, you were pretty much dropping out. So that's unusual. So maybe you can get your antenna fixed up there.
I'll have to have Justin K9FBO and Chad, Kevin, W9KLG over here to see if they can do it there. So, okay. Chad, thanks for checking in. I want to move on here. So, thank you very much. Have a good evening.
All right, my friend. You have a good night. Thanks for letting me in here. WI9HF.
So, happy Halloween to you and your family. Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, at this time, I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. About 26 minutes now, the Night Watch net is supposed to be on at 10 p.m. on the 443.750 repeater in Chicago, and Chad's 440.950 repeater in Janesville. There was no net last night, so we might have to check and see if there will be a net tonight with Halloween and all that. Maybe they won't have a net, but okay. Don't forget the Saturday evening ride to net tomorrow evening at 7 and 8 p.m. on this repeater. I will be net control also on that net. Excuse me. I want to make an announcement here concerning the Illinois statewide Aries net, which meets on the first and third Sundays of each month at 4:30 p.m. Starting this coming Sunday, the net will move to the 3.905, 75 at 80 meters. Lloyd K9 APW is telling me that during the winter months, the 75, 80 meters works better than 40 meters. So that's where the net will take place. During the cold weather months, I'm figured probably when spring comes around again, they'll move it back to 40 meters. But for now, the net will be held on 3.905 megahertz, 75, 80 meters lower sideband. Let's see. They'll start at in northern Illinois. Lloyd K9 APW will be the first net control station, then they'll work their way down to the southern part of the state. On the third Sunday, they start the southern part of the state, they work their way back up the northern part of the state. So, Lloyd K9 APW will be the last net control station. So, again, Illinois statewide Aries net, first and third Sundays of each month at 4:30 p.m. Once again, starting Sunday, they're going to be on 3.905 megahertz, 75, 80 meters lower sideband. The the Big Thunder Amps Radio Club will hold its Sunday evening net at 7 p.m. This Sunday. And the Green County Aries Races that meets on Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repair in Monroe. Scott K9YI usually checks in. He's net control for that net. Okay. Monday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repair, we got the Monday Night Rah-Rah info net. I think I'll be in net control for that net also. And Larry K9KZD and I share the dues of net control operator. Monday evenings at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repair in Dixon. We got the Lee County Aries on that. At 8:30 p.m., you got the Kishwaukee Amps Radio Club net, which meets at 8:30 p.m. on Monday evenings on 146.730 repair in DeKalb. Tuesday evenings, you got the Tuesday evening net with Larry H9GO at 7 p.m. Now, there's a new time there's a new starting time for the Rock County Public Service net. That net now meets at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville. And at 8:30 p.m. we got the Ogle County Hams net. That meets on the 147.165 repeater. At 8:30 they meet for about 5 minutes, and if there's time, they'll go to 146.595 simplex frequency for a brief simplex net. After which time they'll go back to the 147.165 repair for the 9 o'clock Aries and Skywarn net. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. we have the Wednesday evening chat net. That's similar to the Saturday evening Raichu net. So, okay. Then at 8 p.m. we have the Wednesday evening swap net on the 147.390 repeater in Freeport. At 8 p.m. Mel N9RPN and I share the use of net control operator. He ran the net this past Wednesday, so I'll do the net this coming Wednesday. Thursday evenings, you got the weekly Winnebago County Skywarn training net. At 7 p.m. I was net control last week. I think I had, last night I should say, I think I had about 9, 10, 11 check-ins and a great turnout. I believe the DeKalb County Aries group holds this net. Also at 7 p.m. on the 146.730 repair in DeKalb. This is K9 GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, a K9 RP repair in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Are there any more stations you'll have to check in? Please call now. Okay, continuing on, let's see, we got the Senile net, which meets every Monday through Friday, 1400, 1500 hours Zulu, on the 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck, WD9BB as net control operator. Okay, you're all caught up to date in your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. You're a member of any ham radio club, by all means support your local club. I forgot to mention Wednesday evenings at 7:30 p.m. we got the Greater Boyd Hams Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net on the 147.120 repeater in Boyd. Any more stations want to change the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now. Okay, I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun at Central Hotline. Area code 815-232-FN, FN 2323636. Local report number. I had my K9MED check-in before the net. I had 2 more stations check-in during the net. Case 9 DGF down in Elgin, and Case 9 RUH Joe checked in from Madison, Wisconsin. His wife underwent major surgery, and let's hope and pray for the best. Let's hope she gets well soon. Did you hear that phone ring, folks? When I transfer that phone rings, that's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony cell phone ring. Again, I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Central Facebook page. You can still hear past editions of the Friday Night Fun Net on there. Listen to Friday Night Fun Net all day, every day, or all night, every night on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Go to the Facebook page, punch in your call sign, and you're in business. You see updated pictures of my ham shack, pertinent information about the net. Like I said, you even hear past editions of the net. It's the Friday Night Fun Net every night of the week. So, say it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep, you decide, I'm going to turn on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page and listen to the Friday Night Fun Net. If that doesn't put you to sleep, I don't know what will. Also, you've seen the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline, area code 815-232-FN, 2323636. Local report number, and you've seen pictures of it on the Facebook page. It's a traditional red desktop touchstone telephone. Okay, do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know where everybody's at. They must be out doing some celebrating Halloween. This is unusual. I don't, in all the times I've had the Friday Night Fun Net on Halloween night, I don't think I've had this slow of a turnout. Any more stations want to check in? Please call now. Okay, I'll tell you what. I want to thank Dan oh yes. Jeff, I got to read this now. Every time I mention his name, I can think about this announcement I got to read. Reference a repeater fund. Okay. Repeater maintenance fund. Please help maintain the 147.195 and 442.650 repeaters K9RFD. Please go to GoFundMe.com. In the search box, type K9RFD. The website will take you to the donation page. Please be generous. Thank you. The other repeaters will be, they're operational now, but once they get onto their new locations at their respective tower sites, they'll be really booming again. You'll be able to get into there again. And but we need to keep this repeater on the air. This is the Skywarn repeater. And we can have severe weather even during the winter months too. Blizzards, snowstorms, and what have you. So please, donate, go to GoFundMe.com in the search box, punch, or type K9RFD. Again, the website will take you to the donation page. Please be generous. If you have donated once, you're free to donate again. And if you're not able to, if you don't have a computer, you don't know how to operate one, like myself, you want to write a check, Dan usually goes to the Rah-Rah Breakfast. So if you want to go to Spring Garden Family Restaurant, and if you see Dan, present your check to him. He would definitely appreciate it. We need to keep this repeater operational. Okay. Do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please go now. Okay, I want to thank Dan. And this is not over with, folks. We're going to keep going to at least after 10 o'clock here. We're going to see how many more stations we get. And I don't know how long Kerry wants to keep the live stream going. So it's probably getting late for him. So we'll keep going till maybe a few minutes after 10 o'clock. Then we'll close down the net. I want to thank Dan and 9DCH, Trust Distributor, for allowing us to use this distributor to host the Friday Night Fun Net, as well as all the nets we have in the area. I'm going to run down the list of stations protected so far. Myself, K9GC, on net control. Mike, K9MED, detecting early. N9DLB, Dave in the standby hotline. Okay, I'm going to run down the list of stations checked in. Myself, K9GCR, net control. K9MED, Mike. N9DLB, Dave here in Freeport, lives about a mile east of me, north of beautiful downtown Freeport. W9WBB, KD9QDB, KD9KWR, AH2I, Brad, and Robert, the brains behind the Friday Night Fun Net. K9YBG, K9RGG, Norm, trick or treat, yeah. K9DGF, John and Elton checked on the hotline. K9 CNS, Doug, K9 SQR, Will, K9MAP, Kerry, who's live streamed this net on YouTube. K9 JAA, Jeff, KC9 RUH, Joe is checking on the hotline. Again, say prayers for his better half, his underwent surgery. And WI98HF Tad. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. 12 on there, check-ins, 3 hotlines, and check-ins, 1 early bird check-ins, a grand total of 16 check-ins. Are there any more stations like to check in? Please call now. This is K9G, Starter Friday Night Fun Net at K9RV, Repair Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net, Central and Freeport. Any more stations you want to check in, please call now. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we got a few minutes before 10 o'clock. Anybody wants to ride you, we can, you know what, I think I better mention that SWAT and that traffic again. Tony, N9ARB, here in Freeport, our former emergency coordinator for areas here in Seneca County. He has an ICOM IC 9100 for sale. And once belonged to the late Carl Larson, W9UIG, who's now Silent Key. He has beam antenna. He has numerous of HF, UHF, VHF antennas. You may, anybody wants more information, may contact Tony at area code 815-990-4215. Area code 815-990-4215. So, okay. Well, now, if anybody, I think that concludes our main business. I think everybody's checking who's going to check in. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go ahead and do my honorary check-ins. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead. T-E-9. D-O-B. Mark, HC honorary check-in. Let's see. T9-F-E-O. Justin, HC honorary check-in. And one of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't check in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. Richard, N9-Z-O in Belvedere, HC honorary check-in. So, let's see. W9PLG, Kevin, HC honorary check-in. Let's see. Okay, now I'll do my, let's see. T9RUK, Marv, HC honorary check-in. Now I'll do my Steve County check-ins. N4WGN, HC honorary check-in. That's Bob. He lives about a mile west of me. All right. N9WSQ, George, our club president. I'll see him at our Repair Association meeting a week from tomorrow night. We're going to be holding the meeting at Big O's. That's just north, just off of Route 75 on River Road. We're going to have our meeting at 6 p.m. Then we're going to have our dinner. So that's what we're going to be doing. Okay. N9RPN. And, okay. Mel. Okay. W9MSL. Win about a few blocks west of me. And let's see. TD9OVJ. John, HC honorary check-ins. Okay. Those are my Steve County check-ins. Any more stations want to check in, please call now. Oh, I got to check it again. T9TTN in HC Dakota. I got to check it as better am. TE9BWL. Okay, so far I got a total of, okay, 28 check-ins overall. Okay, that's about it. Any more stations want to check in, please call now. I'll tell you what, I hope you enjoyed the Friday Night Fun as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Everybody must be out trick-or-treating because I usually got a low, I've had a low turnout. Well, you know, this is what happened for 4th of July weekend too. I had a low turnout, of course, during the summer months. That was the way it goes. But I usually don't get this whole turn. Well, it's every few years I have the Friday Night Fun that exactly on Halloween night. So that's how it goes sometimes. Okay, 8 more. Are there any stations that just joined us? You're just going home with your late Halloween party or whatever, Friday night fish fry, steak fry, or grocery shopping or the show. You just came home. You just turned the radio on. You've been copying mail for the last almost 2 hours. This is your chance of checking the Friday Night Fun that remember in the region. Without traffic, please call Case 9 GCR. Okay, one moment, please. This is Case 9 GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9 RFD repairs in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at? Lockdown, lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. I remember Kerry K9MAP when he used to listen to the county jail frequencies on his scanner. Of course, they were probably all going to Starcom now. But he used every night. He used to listen to the correct dispatch radios, all the corrections officers at 10 p.m. every night. Lockdown. Time to secure the jail. Time to put the jailbirds to bed. Nighty-night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. I'll tell you what. I hope you enjoyed the Friday Night Fun as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. I'll tell you what. I think I'm gonna I was gonna be in the process of winding this baby down. It was a great net, though. So I want to thank everybody for checking in, and I hope you enjoyed your happy Halloween. I've put up my Halloween decorations yesterday, just 2 jack-o'-lanterns, and lighted jack-o'-lanterns, and that's it. I think I'm going to wait and take them down Monday. I think tomorrow and Sunday I'll still be in the Halloween spirit. So, okay, any more stations? Late check-ins with Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Okay, be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, and aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors, cross street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, and your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your local post office when you go mail a letter, buy stamps, or what have you, or pick up your mail. Be sure you tell your bank cashier or bank counter when you go withdraw money or put some money in the bank. If you win the lottery or something like that, you want to put them dough in the bank. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, your imams. Be sure to tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Okay, be sure to tell your used car dealer, your used car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, divorce lawyer. Be sure to tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, your imams. Be sure to tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. More check-ins, the better than that. Make sure you have valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, we don't take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you sit in the knee, if you sit in the clubhouse, take a knee or clench your fist when the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't back the boo, we don't take your check-ins. That's just plain old all there is to it. Okay, I want to thank Kerry, C89MAP, for live streaming this net on the YouTube. He did a very great job. Hopefully those of you are listening to it, and that's great. I want to thank Kerry for doing that for us. Okay, this is the last call for any station who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Remember, in the region with route traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Last call for any stations want to check into Friday Night Fun Nets at Woodrow traffic, please call case 9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay, there being no further business. There being no further business, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for this Friday Halloween night, October 31st, 2020. With an unofficial count of 28 check-ins. Tune in again next week, same time, same repeater for another edition of Friday Night Fun Net. Until then, this is Jim, K9GCR. Now closing down the special Halloween edition of the Friday, October 31st, 2025 edition of Friday Night Fun Net. I return the repeater in the frequency normal amp radio use at 10:07 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 3 hours, 7 minutes Zulu time. And don't forget to set your clocks back 1 hour to tomorrow night. So everybody, this is case on G-Star. Happy Halloween to all, and to all, a good night. K9 MAP, K9